So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
11, mighty. 11.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and 9.
11, MT, tape. 11.
Burrow looking to pass. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Gun. Dot.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
11.
Now it's Burrow. This is caught inside the 15. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Here we go. 12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. Here's Burrow. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's caught at the 25. 39 yards there. A big one.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Tanner Hudson, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he powers his way up past the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 69 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Burrow on play action. He finds his man, complete. It's Hudson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
24-yard gain on the play.
Mixon with a first down carry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to Mixon on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line.
A loss of 2.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Burrow. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
11 MT, 11 MT. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Logan Wilson on the tackle. The tackle made back at the 13-yard line.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. The throwing here, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Niners 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. Oh, fighting off the defender. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Here's Purdy. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Alert! Check smash! Check smash! Ready, ready?
This is McCaffrey on the give. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Bronco switch! Bronco switch! Check! Check! Go!
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Hawks 70! Hawks 79 Bronco!
Purdy now to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
At their own 41-yard line.
Gun.
Here's 1st and 10.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, stop.
Now it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead, it's down to just 1 score. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. Up the gut, McCaffrey. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Trap 60, smash, smash. 18, Rattler, 18, 70 ranges, 70 ranges. Cougar 19. Riggs. Hustle. Ready.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. You see Purdy, he's going to shift them around.
18, Pioneer. Last name 19.
Now they'll audible to something else. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
On second down, McCaffrey. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 35 yards. And the 49ers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2.
Niners 34, Bengals 22. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
I'm fine, ready?
This is 1st and 10.
11, 11, 11.
Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
He finds his man complete. That's Hudson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of Sample. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go. Here we go. Get in the huddle.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll take this down to the 33. They'll come up now on second down. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles. At that time, a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
11 MT. 11 MT.
Now Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. McPherson on for the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Niners 34, Bengals 29.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home